Hi everyone, this is a short video to talk about the quiz that you took last week. In this one, this first page, we're looking at rounding, and this first problem asks you to round to the nearest tens. And so here with 26, since the 6 is more than 5, we're going to round up to that 26 and make this one 30. For 132, if we look at that number 2, it's below 5, and so we're not going to round up, and that's going to become 130. Over here with 325, rounding to the nearest tens, here's the 5 in the ones column, that's 5 or more, so we're going to add 1 to the tens column, making this one 330. And this final one here for 1,224, we really don't care about the 1,000 or the 200 because we're concentrating on this tens column. So we'll look at the ones column, it's under 5, so we're not going to round up, which makes this one 1,220. Now in questions B, those ones are to round to the nearest hundreds, and so we have the hundreds column right there. So we're going to look at the tens column to see, is it over 5? And it is. So we're going to go ahead and add 1 to the hundreds column, and so this rounded up is 700. In this problem here with 4,586, we want to concentrate on the hundreds column, and there it is with the 5. So we're going to look at the tens and see if this number is 5 or above, and it is. It's an 8. So we're going to add 1 to the hundreds column. We don't really care about the ones. That's not part of our question. We're looking at this one here, looking at the tens column and then adding 1 to the hundreds for 4,600. Here on number 7, we're going to look at the tens column with the 4, and that's under 5, so we're not going to round up at all. We'll just leave it at 300. For number 8, 3,014, we're looking at a 0 in the hundreds column and 1 in the tens column, so we're not going to round up at all. In fact, we're going to round down to 3,000. Now to look at the nearest thousands here, we want to find that thousands column, and there's the 6. And in order to find out if we're going to round up in the thousands column, we need to look at the hundreds. And here's the hundreds, and that's above 5, so we're going to go ahead and add 1 to the thousands column, making this 37,000. Number 10, 4,586. Again, we're rounding to the thousands, so I don't care about the ones column, I don't care about the tens column, I only care about the hundreds and the thousands column. So I'm looking at the hundreds column, there's a 5, and which means I'm going to add 1 to the thousands column, which makes this one 5,000. Looking at number 11, with 16,422, again, I don't care about the ones or the tens, I'm going to concentrate on the thousands and the hundreds column. In this case, the hundreds column is less than 5, so I'm not going to add anything. I'm not going to round up. I'm going to leave it at 16,000. And this last one here, number 12, 1,998. I'm going to look at the hundreds column with the 9 and the thousands column. This 9, of course, is over 5, which means I need to add 1 to the 12. Add 1 to the thousands column, and that makes it 1,000. Oops, sorry. That makes it 2,000. And notice that here with this number 12, 1,998 is closer to 2,000 than it is to 1,000. This bottom question here, we're just putting in commas, and so we're going to start on the right and count 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to put a comma there. Start here again, 1, 2, 3, put a comma there, because we're moving to the left here. Start again here, 1, 2, 3, with a comma. And in this one, again, we'll start from the right, 1, 2, 3, there's a comma, 1, 2, 3, and there's another comma. So these numbers are, number 13 here is 1,288. Number 14, 36,482. Number 15, 384,692. And number 16 here, 1,386,942. And that's the end of page 1 of our quiz.